special episode featuring products taken overseas. In the Tank, entrepreneurs seek an investment to start, grow, or save their business.
Sweet Bites.
If the sharks hear a great idea, they'll invest their own money and fight each other for a deal.
We are seeking $150,000 for 10% equity.
Why should I buy from you and not from somebody else?
Great question.
Don't kiss ass. We see not only a want, but a need.
But these other companies don't have the heart and passion that we do.
Pretty good stuff.
Who are the sharks? They're self-made business experts worth billions. Carrington Lemon is a blankety-blank who made his fortune selling his built-from-the-ground-up law firm for $5 billion. Akil is a real estate mogul who at the tender age of 10 realized the potential in his particular market. He started making investments over the next few years and now is worth over $20 million. His latest investment includes a high-rise housing development on Lakeshore Drive. Ryan, also called the Sausage King of Chicago, has a chain of over 100,000 locations across the Midwest and is recognized across Chicago and in fancy French restaurants for his unparalleled sausage receiving and distribution numbers and his stunning ability to lip-sync Beatles songs.
Following are actual negotiations between entrepreneurs and investor sharks. The sharks invest their own money at their own discretion. No offer is being made or solicited for the viewing audience.
First into the tank are a group of college students who hope to take their chewing gum into a third world country.
Hi Sharks, I'm Annie.
I'm Michelle.
I'm Tao.
I'm Octavio, and together we're
Sweet Bites.
Sweet Bites is xylitol gum that helps prevent dental problems, and we're seeking $150,000 for 10% equity.
So like Tao said, Sweet Bites xylitol gum is a chewing gum designed to help improve dental health. Because of the lack of fluoride in water in Ecuador and the lack of education on dental hygiene, Sweet Bites is clearly the best solution. The gum is made with xylitol, which is a safe sugar-like alcohol substitute that's scientifically proven to improve dental health. Sweet Bites not only improves dental health, but is a fun, quick way to build stronger jaws, teeth, and the education of dental hygiene.
So why Ecuador? We see not only a want, but a need. Children make up 30% of the population, and 78% of those children have tooth decay. Children can't even start school because of the excruciating pain they feel in their teeth and gums, and a big reason is candy. We finally have a substitute for them and a solution to their problem. What do you think, Sharks? Will you help us save smiles?
So I gotta ask, there are other xylitol gum on the market already. For example, China, they have stocks as far as the eye can see with xylitol gum on their shelves. Why should I buy it from you and not from somebody else?
Well, this gum is unlike most chewing gums that you chew just for fun because it's designed to aid in dental hygiene. Sharks, in the trays in front of you are 3 samples of our flavors. As you taste them, you'll notice that Sweet Bites is sweet to the taste.
Tastes like juicy fruit. It's pretty good stuff.
Yes, it does. And who doesn't like the taste of fresh fruit? So Akil, you have our fresh fruit flavor, Carrington, you have cinnamon, and Ryan, you have the spearmint flavor. The sweeter taste really makes it more enjoyable than other xylitol gums because they have a very strong mint flavor, which can be overwhelming to adults, let alone children.
So, who exactly are your competitors in Ecuador?
Great question.
Don't kiss ass.
Our main competitors include Trident, Rakuten, and Nature's Sweet Life. Rakuten and Nature's Sweet Life actually ship into Ecuador, but they don't have specific stores that they sell in. Trident, however, is a global brand, so they do sell in Ecuador, and we consider them to be our biggest competitor.
What's to say a multi-million-dollar company like Trident doesn't like your Sweet Bites, and they make it into another product line? It's not like you have a patent on Sweet Bites. Hell, I can recreate the gum if I wanted to.
That's an excellent point. They and you very well could, but the thing is these other companies don't have the heart and passion that we do. We're in every store making sure that these mom and pop stores realize that this gum exists, and we're in every neighborhood making sure that the kids are well educated about this gum and how to use it. We're more concerned about the strides, no pun intended, that we take to make sure that these kids have healthy smiles.
You guys hear that? Isn't that sweet?
Okay, all right. Who exactly will you be targeting with this sweet xylitol gum?
Our main target market would be children from 5 to 14 years old. We chose this market because at 5 years old, they should have already established a dental hygiene routine, and they should be trusted to chew gum on their own. We want to prevent the problem before it gets worse, and our secondary target market would be adults who like to chew gum, and they also want to prevent mouth disease and tooth decay.
How you gonna sell these to 5-year-olds? You finna email them?
This is an unpenetrated area for sato gum in general, as well as for us sweet bites. However, we still believe that there are lots of opportunities to grow and to improve.
That's great. But that's not what I asked.
At first, we want to build face-to-face connections with people in the community, and then by entering the shops, we were able to tell them how our products actually work and to educate them about dental health. By this, we were able to build strong relationships with people in the community.
Okay, so you're gonna do this with every store in Ecuador?
No, we wouldn't. It would take a lot of time to cover 109,000 worth of shops. We would travel across the country to target some areas and to get enough coverage. And then by entering every store in Ecuador, we would be able to educate people about dental health as to protect themselves.
Also, adding on to that, we plan to appoint representatives to take with us to Ecuador and a stocking distributor. Once our sales are sufficient enough, we'll enter the market with a direct presence.
Okay, but how? I'm gonna need more details than that.
What he actually means by that is you guys talked about making face-to-face connections, and that's how you're going to get it in the market. But how are you actually going to get sweet bites into the market? I mean, Ecuador doesn't really have the traditional, media conglomerates like we do, and that outreach.
So like my peers were saying, our research shows that Ecuador values face-to-face communication more than anything else. So we want to partner with the local street vendors to help sell our product and market it as well. This will also help stimulate the Ecuadorian economy.
So, what if all that fails? Like, what if you don't have the reach?
Well, like with any new product, that's just the risk that you have to take.
Fair enough.
Let's actually get into the financial aspect of things. How much is Sweet Bites going to cost the consumer?
Right now we have it about a penny each, but as we grow and our economies of scale improve, we'll be able to lower it down. And also, the great thing is Ecuador runs on the US dollar. We don't have to worry about the foreign exchange risk.
Well, gentlemen, what do we think?
Well, Ryan, I loved it, and I'm willing to take your initial valuation of $1.5 million into consideration, and I'll take 10%. I'll offer you 10% of that, so that's $150,000. $100,000 I'm going to invest in initially. After 2 months, I'll add another $50,000. And $150,000 total, and I'd also like 30% of stake in the company.
Okay, thank you.
I thought it was a good idea. I liked it. It's a nice concept. But I just don't think it makes a good enough niche in the market, if you know what I mean. I'm out.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm gonna offer you guys the same amount as Akil, but I'm not gonna ask for a stake in the company. Instead, what I want are royalties until I get my money back. I just want you guys to take a minute to think about it because it's a really good goddamn deal.
Okay, can we get a second to discuss it amongst ourselves?
Sure. You're out, man?
I'm out.
Mark it for you.
Let's go. Let's go.
Okay, Sharks, we've come to a conclusion. Thank you to all that put in an offer on the table. We're going to go ahead and go with Akil's offer. Thank you. We look forward to working with you.
Awesome. Congrats, guys.
Working with you guys.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Congrats. Can't wait to work with you guys.
Good job. Nice time. Good luck. Have fun.
So what I learned from this project is that it's kind of hard to collaborate with people who are on different schedules. You have to make sure that everybody's on the same page. So Google Doc was our best friend. Whenever we had questions, whenever we had ideas, we were always making sure that everybody stayed informed. We wanted to make sure that everybody was a part of the decision-making process at all times because everybody has a different idea. And when you can bring in different parts and stuff, it's easier for you to get something that's really good. Another thing is that there's so many different ways to present a pitch, but most things people care about is getting straight to the point. And they don't want people just talking about things that they don't care about. So I guess that's pretty much all I learned from the project.
What have I learned from this project? I learned that nobody wants to hear a long-winded pitch about anything. They want to know what you want, what you need, and how you're going to do it. I've learned that there are other ways to pitch an idea other than a 25-page proposal where the margins are just right and the bullet points are all lined up. You can actually tell someone all they need to know in 60 seconds. If they have more time, that's great. If they don't, you better start talking fast. I've learned about myself that it takes more than ideas and passion to get something going, and if you back off at the first person who says, so what, who cares, why you, you're not gonna get anywhere. You know what, so what? Because you don't know what you're missing out on. Who cares? I do. Why me? Because you're not gonna be let down if you have me on the team, so that's what.
What I find useful about this project was to know where you are. By this, I mean to identify the exact objective of the market to satisfy. As if I was a presenter, I would try to ask myself, is this information necessary? Would audience see the importance of building product awareness among the residents? The key lies not only within persuading investors, but also to tell them the story behind the product. It starts out with the hook, body, climax, and conclusion. An effective pitch needs to clarify what's in it for me of the target market. While working in their team, responsibility and delegation become so meaningful when everyone keeps up with the group progress and back them up wherever they need.
What I learned from this project was a lot of things. Bring food on the set. It's people want to know, you have to say things quickly. Your message has to be clear and concise but meaningful. How gifted we really are, looking at all these third world countries and what we truly have and what we take for granted. Working with teams is a little hard, but fun. A lot of sales techniques, how you can be sometimes your toughest critic. Interview tips, thanks to Dale. Small details matter. I think that's it.
Do yourself some good and choose some Sweet Bites.
Lord.
You can say the numbers if you want.
Scene 117, take 1.
I want to watch that movie.
I just put that on video.
Come at you. Come at met you, bro.
Come on, boy.
I haven't met you.
Oh my god, you almost gave yourself a paper cut on your eyeball.
Eyeball, right? That's gross.
I saw that. It's like,
Are you recording this?
yeah.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
Adding on to that, once we pull.
That's
So close.
Includes a high-rise housing development on Lake Shore Drive. What did he do?
I'm not gonna wink.
Wait, can we put that on the list?
How are you gonna sell these to 5-year-olds? What, you gonna email them?
Cut.
It's like juicy fruit. Tastes like cinnamon challenge.
Tastes like shit.
Why do?